In this video, I'm gonna show you how to properly cone the clay, okay? And it's essentially exactly what it means. We're going to take this lump of clay and make a cone with it. The first thing you wanna do is set the wheel speed to a comfortable speed of your choice. Now, this is a decent speed here. And it's kind of hard to know, like, well, how fast should I go? It's up to your comfort level. So if you ever feel like the clay's getting out of hand, you're going too fast, feel free to slow down. Now, to cone, what we're gonna do is get some water in our little sponge and pour it on top of the clay, okay? We wanna keep it nice and wet. Make sure your hands are wet, and then what you're gonna do is plant those arms down, or your elbows on your legs, and you're gonna take the heels of your hands on the sides of the clay like this and slowly push in and up. You can kind of see how it's starting to make a cone. Now, this right here is a potential problem. We've got this like little volcano canyon thing here. So before we keep bringing it up into a cone, we need to make sure that that kind of turns into like a rocket ship point instead of a hole. So to do that, you just simply put your sponge right here where my finger is, okay, on top, and just slowly push. And we're gonna speed up the wheel a little bit. And we're gonna push down and slightly out, okay? Now we did that with the sponge. You can also do that with your hand where you hold it down like this and then just roll your hand down, okay? That will help prevent air bubbles when you're coning. Not a lot of people know that. Now let's go ahead and bring this up into a cone. So to make a cone shape, our hands have to look like a cone in a way. So if we have our hands like this, we're shaping up to be more of a mushroom shape. As you can see, look, we got a little mushroom forming down here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water on there, and I'm gonna actually angle my hands in like a cone. So we're just gonna push with that left hand and push in and up. And look what happens. It starts to make a cone instead of a mushroom. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna drag my pinky down here as we push in and up. And my hands are still being angled in at the top, slowly let off. That's really starting to look like a cone. Let's go ahead and bring it up a little more, okay? So remember, I got my heels on my hands nice and flat on the sides, and I'm pushing in and up. Now, once you get it to about here, that's when we're gonna put our hand on the side and our other hand on the side like this with our thumb on top. See that? We're just gonna slowly push the clay back down. That left hand that's flat on the side, it's really important to keep that angled in, because if you don't, it's gonna turn into a little mushroom shape or muffin top, okay? So make sure to keep both hands angled in like this, and we're gonna push down with our right hand that has the sponge and keep that pressure on the left hand. Now let's go back up again, because we're coning right now, which is a preparation step for centering, which we'll do in the next video. But look as I push in and up. The more and more that you cone, the more centered this whole piece gets. So let's go ahead and cone a little bit faster. I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna bring it down like that, okay? Now, I'm just gonna take my hand on the side and make it a little bit more round at the top. And now let's bring it up, okay? Sometimes it's fun to see how far you can cone. So I'm gonna bring that up, and I'm gonna slowly let off. Let's go up one more time. So I've got my hands on the side and I'm gonna push in. And you can kind of connect your hands if you want to. Just slowly bring your hands up. The key is to slowly let off. What happens if you quickly let off? That, okay? But don't fret, there's a way to fix it. Just kind of put your hand on the side there and your hand over here, right back where they were, and slowly let off. No problem, okay? That is how you cone.